Hello Libra, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. As always, thank you to everyone who subscribed, liked, comment. I love to hear from you guys. Let's get into it. What is going on with Libra and the person that is on their mind currently? What are the energies? All that good stuff. Oh, that one wants to come out, doesn't it? You've received clarity about a situation recently, possibly to do with a friendship. I don't get that message a lot. Or to do with a third party. Yes, to do with a third party. We have the Five of Swords there. You've received clarity here recently regarding a third party, regarding someone who stabbed you in the back. And this was someone who actually had a lot of love for you. And I know that that's paradoxical. I know that that's very counterintuitive, right? People who have a lot of emotions for us, who care about us a lot, don't typically stab us in the back. Don't typically lie to us and just kind of look behind them as they, stab us in the back and laugh about it. You're dealing with one of the most manipulative energies I've seen in quite some time. As far as you, Libra, and I am a Libra, so I'm talking to myself as well. A lot of times in these readings, I'm talking to myself as well. If I can help people, wonderful. But as far as your boundaries, Libra, make sure, not only when it comes to this person, but with any person, make sure that those boundaries are high. And I know for Libra specifically, trust me, I am one, and I have Libra placements all over my birth chart as well. Like, holding those boundaries can be very tough because we hate conflict. Conflict scares us to death. But quite frankly, Emperor card reverse, you're dealing with a false person. You're dealing with somebody who is pretending to have emotions for you. They're pretending to do things right. You could have went through this cycle with this person many times, but in reality, this person's a POS. Like, this person will, like, stab you in the back and then laugh with their friends about it. That's just the best way I know how to put it, right? Look at on the card. He has all those swords, and he's just looking at those people like, ha ha, I got away with it. Ha ha, Libra thinks that I'm in love with them and that I'm going to do things right this time. Ha ha, joke's on them. That you're dealing with like almost a very, I won't say evil energy, but definitely a very low vibrating energy. And with the 2 3s here, I can't get away from that. Some of you may be a life path 3 or born on a 3-day. 3 in numerology is the number of communication and networking. It's also the number of the criminal. C is the 3rd letter in the alphabet. And when I say criminal, I don't mean you're a criminal, Libra. I just mean people with 3 energy, they can get away with a lot more. So you may have 3 energy, but what I'm really picking up is your person may have 3 energy. Maybe they're used to getting away with quite a bit. Either way, though, Libra is a very intelligent sign. You're the 7th sign in the zodiac. 7 in numerology is the number of the genius. So I feel like it didn't take you long to figure this out. And I do feel like some of you are beating yourselves up for not holding your own boundaries up. Don't, Libra, because it's especially hard for Libras to hold up our boundaries. It just is. At heart, we're lovers and we're people pleasers. Don't make us mad, but it's really hard for Libras to have those boundaries. We just struggle with it so much more than other signs, right? One of my best friends is a Scorpio. She has boundaries for days. She will not let anyone, a guy, anybody, get away with shit. She won't. And people respect her for it. Sometimes I wish I had more of that, but I've learned to really just accept that that's not me. I am me. And it's okay that I am me, but one of my lessons is, and has been, and probably needs to be for you as well, to have these boundaries, right? Because probably what happened in this situation is you started to notice, and I've been here before, so I understand what happened here. Probably was you saw some tiny little red flags that this person was not being who they were coming off as being. You may have like either seen something or heard something about third parties here. And still sort of just went on like nothing was going on because you didn't want to bring it up because we hate conflict. And But something happened here, or your intuition got so strong within this connection, the disrespect got to be so much where you were just like, it's like you finally have found clarity. It's like you finally have found the clarity in this situation, that this is always going to be somebody who is fake. No matter how many times they come in, like they're the real deal this time, especially for many of you, I'm getting this as a reconciliation energy. No matter how many times they come in with, I'm going to do things right. And they may even show you the actions, message you more, let you know what they're up to, really put in the work to let you know that they're upstanding and good. Man, the minute they get the chance, the minute you're not looking, this is somebody who will betray you. So they're manipulative. This person could be a water moon. I'm also seeing Cancer here. This third party they could have met them at work. They could have traveled with this third party. But it's like this person has no qualms about having third parties because they don't care about anyone but themselves. Someone in the Five of Swords energy doesn't care about anyone but themselves, but they're smart enough to understand that if you know they're like this, you'll walk. So they pretend to be this King of Cups with emotions. And I do feel like out of all the options this person has had in their life, and I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who's dealt with a lot of options. You could be dealing with somebody who's very attractive, very charismatic, all of those things. But just because they are those things does not mean that they're a good partner in any way, shape, or form. You're dealing with somebody who does have emotions for you. That's the ironic part. They do have emotions for you, but they can't get out of their own way. This is somebody who's always going to be looking for the next best thing. They don't know how to be grateful for what they have when they have it. And mostly they're just manipulative. You cannot trust this person. All right. How's Libra feeling about this person at the deepest level? Your guard is completely up towards this. You're not letting this person get away with this crap any longer whatsoever. In fact, I feel like you're making plans that have nothing to do with this person. You're trying to plan out your own future and what that's going to look like. You're actively trying to take your mind off of this situation. Yet, you do know, you have an awareness, Libra, that maybe your boundaries weren't the strongest with this person. Not that you're blaming yourself. For those of you who are, don't. It's so easy to ignore little red flags in the beginning because we care. But for many of you, it's like you kind of know, well, next time with the next person, I'm definitely going to have more boundaries. I'm going to work on that, and that's a good thing. That means you're healing. Anytime we can go inside of ourselves and ask, well, what could I have done better? That's healing. That's healing. I was actually dating somebody even a little bit more recently, and there was some betrayal involved. Separation for about a month, and then after about a month we had a conversation, and in that conversation he told me something that I actually had no idea about, that quality time was something that was very important to him, and I had no idea about that. That does not excuse the behavior that was directed my way. That didn't excuse that whatsoever, but what it did do was it helped me sort of understand, oh, I'm more of a loner, right? I'm a 7 in numerology. I need that time alone. But this person, they're more about quality time. And understanding that was very helpful for me. I don't really know where I was going with that. I just went off on a tangent. But you're not really letting this person get away with any of these things anymore. You're not letting them get away with third parties, with lying to you, because our intuition always tells. Our intuition is always going to tell us when something's off. Sometimes it's just a matter of, are we going to do something about it or are we not? Do you know what I'm saying? And where I was going with the quality time thing is that was something I did not know. Right? So then having that knowledge, I was able to put in a little bit more effort towards that. However, that did not mean that my boundaries went completely down when it came to the specific person that I'm talking about, that I dealt with in my life. They're very much still up to this day, right? Because something transpired, something that was not very good. But I learned something in that moment. You know, I put aside what that person did, and I went inside myself. What could I have done better? Well, he wanted to spend more time with me. I could have made more time for him. That did not excuse the behavior at all. But that's part of the healing journey, is when you can put aside what they've done, look within inside yourself. Okay, yes, that all happened, was not fair, horrible. But was there like one or two things that I could have done better that I can carry forward to my next relationship and make better? And there was, there was that. Not that that gave that person in my life any right to do what they did. But so I guess what I'm trying to say is your guard is up, and you are trying to look deep within inside yourself, and you're trying to find any kind of truth you can as to maybe what you can do better going forward next time. Because this person, man, they are a master manipulator. You're also taking authority of your own life. I feel like if this person has tried to come back, which would not surprise me if they have, with that 3 energy there, the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and their massive ego here. I feel like they've even tried to come back in this King of Cups energy, and it's just like, you're like, nope, I know your game now. This is not going to work. All right, what's some advice that we can give Libra regarding this situation? Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. For those of you who are looking for something very committed, I do see that in your future, but I do not see that with this current person. And would you even want to be in a serious commitment with somebody who's keeping third parties around, pretending to be marriage material when they're really out up to no good almost all the time? Is that someone that you even really want to marry? No, but I am seeing somebody entering your life very soon who will actually be marriage material. But with the Ace of Cups reversed there, I'm not getting that it's this person. And it's actually, this person's feeling very restless right now, in case you're wondering how they're feeling. Tell me more about this new person that could potentially be marriage material for Libra. They're going to be very attracted to you. Very attracted to you. The passion, the chemistry is going to be right away. So whether you've met this person or not, doesn't matter. That chemistry, that passion is going to be right away. But that being said, this person's going to view you as marriage material. They're going to be somebody who's ready for commitment as well. So that means that they're also going to take it very slow, which is good, right? Anyone who takes things too fast is probably pretty manipulative, like the past person. This is going to be somebody who wants to take it slow because it actually matters, and they're actually going to want something significant with you. When you meet this person, or when you get together with this person finally, you're going to look at this past situation and you're going to laugh in the happiest of ways. Like, how did I deal with such manipulation with someone who had third parties, all of it, when this was out here the whole time? Someone who's willing to take things slow. Someone who is willing to actually have commitment and actually be there for me in the harder times. I feel like this connection is going to take you by surprise. Absolutely. So that is what I have for you today, Libra. I hope this reading helped at least one person out there. As always, I will see you guys next time.